Now, this is a this or that. And so win awards or hit revenue milestones.
Revenue milestones for sure.
Win awards or hit revenue milestones. So get recognized or make a shit ton of money, essentially. Yeah, I mean, I like money personally, but recognition's also nice because it can lead to new revenue generation opportunities.
Revenue milestones. I'd rather be anonymous. I don't need the accolades or recognitions. Show me the money.
Hiring the perfect team member or training people from scratch.
Training people from scratch. That's been my ethos. As I grow, it'll probably be hiring more of the perfect, but I think in the early stages when you're more scrappy, building them up has been what's worked well for me.
If you don't have the money, but you have the time, you can build them up. But if you don't have the time, but you have the money, you can just hire them.
Depends on what role.
Sales.
So for sales, I think the most important thing to have under your belt is reps. The more sales conversations you have had, the better you'll be at adapting to a client's needs, asking questions and things like that. I think it's also a balanced approach to having some level of industry experience. Personally, I think it's better to have sales experience and train them on the industry expertise than the other way around. Because sales is something that it's really hard to train. It takes a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of practice. So definitely for what I do, I tend to look at minimum 3 to 4 years of some kind of sales experience.
Lead generation, so focusing on sales or client retention.
I think there has to be a balance. This is a good question, man. You're putting me against the wall. Lead generation or client retention. So with client retention, if you're not bringing in new business, like just with churn, natural churn that's going to happen, like you're not going to grow, you're going to decrease. So you have to, like I said earlier, do a bit of a mix of both.
Client retention, because if you retain the clients, that means you have a good service. That means that service is bringing in more clients from referrals. So as a result, you get more clients as well. At least that's what I think.
Scaling too fast and dealing with the chaos, or taking your time and building a well put together or like a nice rolling agency.
For me, it's the second. I'm playing a very long-term game. I don't have an exit plan. I want to do this for the next 20, 30 years. Again, for me, it's all about balance. It's not, I'm only an entrepreneur. I have all these other facets of my life. So for me, I want to love what I do. I don't want to burn out. I want to come energized every single day and just keep going.
Oh man, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, I would have said scaling really fast, but then we hit a lot of operational issues. So right now I'm going to say scaling slow.
Would you advise people taking client sales calls in the morning or in the afternoon?
Afternoon, deep work in the morning.
Morning is probably best. There's psychological studies that show that people are higher likelihood to make decisions in the morning. So I would say in the morning. After lunch, they're usually groggy and
And sleepy. Yeah, ready to take their siesta.